Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Second period then underway.
Number 14. Number 27.
No way through.
Serginho.
Ronaldinho.
Coming on the field.
Rummenigge. Oh, that's
Number
wonderful
18.
alertness.
Mbappe. Number 15.
João Neves.
Number 6.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Lookman. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's their second corner of the game. Zé Roberto with the short one. He's tried one! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Zé Roberto plays it short. He's having a go! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Can he get on the end of this? Just eases him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's... Tries a shot! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The goal scorer for Manchester United.
Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Mbappe. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Tries to play it through. Zé Roberto. Now it's Yamal. And he's running through. Just the keeper to beat. Decent chance! There's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
58 minutes is
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Zico. Tchouaméni concedes a free kick for that. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Looking for options for movement. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, this looks sharp. Nicely worked. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now, this could be a chance. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's managed to get it all wrong.
Rummenigge has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
That is good alertness. Aimed beyond the defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Maldini does really well to win the ball there. Played out towards the right wing. Great vision. Played into space out wide. João Neves picks it up out wide.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Looking for the run, and that could set him on his way. There's the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Ah, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And they're back on the ball again. Now there's a fine... Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Liverpool complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
5 minutes to add. That is a great pick out. Rummenigge. It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Desperate defending required here. Punched away. Roberto tries a cross, and he's heaved it away. Out for a throw. That has ended up in no man's land. And no, that was never going to make it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.